Okay. So 91?
91, dude.
Shatner. William
Shatner
Shatner's 91 years
is
old.
91 years old.
But that shows, I mean, still, I think he came out like 2019. So still, I mean, he's high 80s there. But like, it's kind of insane that he does look good. Obviously, he's got a ton of fucking work done.
I don't even think he's had a ton of fucking work done, dude.
Yeah.
If that's work done, then that's like the lowest level work.
No, he gets it lifted up. I don't think that's his real hair.
I don't know, man. If he's got, look, let's put it this way: if William Shatner has had work done, he's had the most believable work done. He doesn't look like he doesn't look like Lil' Kim. He doesn't look like a fucking.
She's terrifying,
dude. How
that's
horrifying
that
was that?
That's actually just sad to look at her.
It was,
I'm like, dude, she was so hot when I was like, like high school, like early 2000s. I was like,
dude,
oh my god.
The Lil' Kim masturbation challenge is to beat off from Lil' Kim from 1999 to now and see if you can still do it.
No, not till now.
That's the challenge.
She looks like she fell out of the Predator.
You know what she looks like? She looks like, and it's fucking crazy because I looked up. There's an old Japanese like urban legend about a woman with two crazy cuts on the side of her face that makes her mouth all big. She looks exactly like that.
There's a Mortal Kombat character based off
Melina.
of that. That's what I'm gonna call it, Lil Melina.
Dude, if she went full Mortal Kombat and came out,
I watched that Indian guy's
size.
Twitch. I forget his name, but it's this Indian guy. He plays Mortal Kombat. New Mortal Kombat is insane, dude. Dude, I watched this one fight today. It was like RoboCop versus because he's always Rambo, and he fought the Joker. The Joker's sick in it. RoboCop was pretty badass, but he's really good with Rambo. But the fatalities are fucking wild.
The fucking DLC for Mortal Kombat is the main selling point. When RoboCop came, I remember when it got advertised, John Eds, he fucking advertised, he's like, yo, dude, if you don't know about this, I was like, I downloaded that the next day.
Yeah.
It is fucking awesome what characters they just like make up. They're like, yeah, we're going to be putting like Ted Kaczynski in the new Mortal Kombat.
Dude,
it's going to be fucking awesome as hell.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Barnes to get in there.
Dude, Barnes or Bunny in Mortal Kombat.
Bunny's just out there with a shotgun, dude. You'd have a sweet...
One of his moves is throwing a yo-yo at you and hitting you in the
strangling
face. He's like that.
Yeah, he looks at the camera. He's like, see him popping brains?
Looking at the camera like, wow.
One of his fatalities is just saying dumb shit and they just kill themselves. He's like, except the Indy 500. It's like, what?
Dude, his fatality's called Piece of Pussy, where he punches you up through your vagina and out your mouth. He's like, yo, LT.
He chews you up.
He chews out your vagina.
Hey, LT, check this out.
Dude, that's what we need. I've always said before.
I mean, dude, Elias would be sick.
Fucking Elias, man.
He'd be sick. Barnes would be
amazing,
badass.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Raw would be awesome. King's awesome. Yeah. Big Harold would be funny just to see, just killing people.
He just dies.
What is Big Harold doing? Why is he crying?
He steps on a landmine immediately. I was like, I didn't even know that was there.
Dude, I've said before.
They should let us really cast Mortal Kombat because I would come in hot.
Would love it, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
I would have the fucking brothers.
Oh, yeah, the Hanson brothers would be sick. Leon the Professional would be fucking dope. That's
kind of crazy they don't have him in there yet.
I have been blown away by the amount of characters who have not been put in a Mortal Kombat game. Because now that they're not doing like just the ethos and the myth of Mortal Kombat.
I saw he was Rambo, was fighting Spawn.
The Terminator, Predator, Alien, RoboCop, the Joker for whatever fucking reason is in there now. Like that type of shit is awesome, but it would be cool to just see like what the fuck. And don't get me wrong, RoboCop was a curveball. I was like, I did not expect that. I also didn't really expect Rambo either, but like
Rambo's nuts.
I guess I did kind of expect the Terminator for whatever reason. I was like, I guess like he's a robot from a different time.
They should think about it. His fatalities would be fucked up. This was used. You just the fighting setting is in that fucking Army Navy.
You believe this shit? Throws shit down.
Yeah, falling down.
Dude,
Michael Douglas could be a great
defense
character.
Would be amazing in a fucking game. I don't know why they don't do that, and I have been blown away. I was like, yeah, I guess you have to go. Then again, it is Mortal Kombat, and I'm assuming they do have to go a more fantastical route.
Sure.
They can't like be like, oh, defense could be a real guy.
Yeah.
We're like this far away from seeing defense actually on the news.
We saw a few of them on the news the 4th of July. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
A couple of Michael Douglases running around.
Douggies were wild that day.
Jesus Christ.
It was nuts.
Yeah. Because you're involved with the Stampede. That was like the running of the bulls, dude. That fucking video's wild that one kid put up, man, when everybody's running down the parkway.
Dude, that was nuts.
Yeah.
Because when I was there and the fireworks started going off, I remember like they started, everyone kind of moves because there's like a bunch of trees on the side.
Yeah.
So everyone's moving towards the middle and like looking back and I was like, dude, that is just a bottleneck for disaster.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just, there's nowhere else to go. So while the fireworks were going off, there was a helicopter with the spotlight.
Yeah, we saw it. We could see all the helicopters from my house.
But in my head, I was like, that helicopter. I've been to that parkway for fireworks like a handful of times, and I've never seen a helicopter.
You see the news ones out there.
Yeah, but not with a spotlight.
No.
And I didn't know what was going on, and it was also low as fuck.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is fucking weird. And then what is crazy is that you couldn't tell when a firework was going off or when the gunshots were happening.
I mean,
which is, I guess, a planned
that's ideal
execution.
for these psychos.
So, like, when that happened and everyone started running, like, I didn't know what was going, like, nobody knew what was going on. All I saw was people getting, like, trampled and then people running. And then I started, like, moving towards people running because a part of me was like, I want to see who the shooter is, dude. I want to fucking see who it is.
Yeah,
and then
I wouldn't want to, but
I just
fucking idiot.
I know it's.
I want to see who the shooter is. I
know it's
don't.
fucking weird.
He's got a gun and I don't.
I know.
That's all I need to know.
But part
about
of me was like, I can do something.
Oh my God! What are you drinking again? You're just running,
dude. I wasn't fucking running into it. I was like walking towards it, like, what is
all slow
going
in the
on?
middle of the parkway.
I was, but I was thinking like, all right, what do I do if something happens? Because there was nothing in front of me, like for me to hide behind. I'm like,
just
all
glory,
right,
dude.
I'm just like here
in front of you.
And as I was walking, there was like a chick just standing there, like out of a movie, just like screaming with her arms open. And I was like, what is happening? She's like, oh, yeah.
She looked like Elias in the end of
without a doubt. Like,
it's Elias.
So I ran over and I like grabbed her and like I hugged her, but I was like moving her away from shit.
Are you single?
I was like, do you feel that right now?
Tragedy. Hey, babe.
I was like, I'm singing Glory of Love. I am the man. But I moved her and I was like, she's like, I don't know. I was like, what's your name? She's like, Caroline. I was like, all right, well, let's move this way. It was like, we have to get out of here. We have to keep moving. And she like was borderline catatonic for like a second.
Like couldn't move.
She was just like,
which is not surprising.
Makes total sense,
man.
So then she got separated from her fucking brother in the fucking thing and he ran off. So like,
what a scumbag.
I don't know what happened with that. All I do know is I had to walk her all the way back to fucking Hotel Monaco, which took forever because like the
Hotel Monaco. Did you get up in the room?
Dude, I was like, I want you here. Like,
can I get a bath or
get a bath?
Not a shower.
I was like, yeah, dude, I gotta sit in the tub. I got foam on my head. Like, that's pretty good.
Look, that was wild out there, huh?
It's like I brought my own rubber ducky. I'm like, I'm sorry. I prepare for shootings. I gotta tell you. But I got her back there and it was funny. I was like, it's like your first time in Philadelphia? I was like, no. She was on vacation from Lancaster, which I don't know if going to Philadelphia is a vacation.
Only anyone from Lancaster would call vacation to Philly.
Either way, she was like, no. It's like, and I had a good time the whole weekend. It's like, this was the last day we were here. And of course, something like this. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking sorry. And I couldn't even say, I was like, Philadelphia's not that dangerous. I was like, actually, it's pretty it's been getting wild lately.
Yeah, so have they caught?
So as far as I know, no arrests have been made. They don't know if it was motivated or if there was like a plan. They don't know if what's going on. And I told you earlier, it's not even being classified as a mass shooting because only 3 people, from what I know, were hit. And it has to be 4 or more for America to consider it a mass shooting because that's how it works now.
Everyone was freaking out about Kenny, and I was like, "That's the smartest thing I've ever heard him say since he's been in fucking office."
Wild,
They're like,
right?
"So you look forward to not being mayor?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like,
I don't
blame him, dude.
He was just wearing that soccer jersey. Like, I got to get back to my rec league.
Yeah,
You have no idea.
Liverpool's down too.
We're in the championships right now.
Yeah, like a fucking Emirates fucking thing. I was like, "What are you doing, you idiot?" It's not even like a fucking Philly Union.
It'd be funny if he was really partying on 4th of July. He comes out with a crop top that says "No fat chicks" on it. He's like, "Yeah," just
dressed like Booger.
Yeah. It just says "Who farted." He's just like, "Yeah." He's like, "You gotta understand. I'm trying to get out of here." He's like, "This city sucks, dude." Dude, that was honestly one of the.
So literally the
things.
only thing I've heard, I've agreed with him since he's become mayor is him saying, "I look forward to not being mayor." It's like, yeah,
it was wild. It was pretty fucking crazy that he. I mean, it was just so straightforward.
Yeah,
and
good
that
for him.
You can't even argue with the honesty.
People were like, "Can you believe it?" I'm like, "Yeah, again."
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Look what this guy has had to deal with since he's been mayor, and it's like a lot of the shit. I think he could have. Dove deeper into it.
He could have figured out.
Making us the sanctuary thing, that was like, you fucking idiot. And whatever. But at the same time, it's like, he's kind of Bidened up, you know? Like, sometimes I forget he is the mayor. It's like, oh, shoot. The other day, I forgot who the president was for a good, 3 seconds. I was like, wait, is it Biden still? Did we kick him out? Biden might be the first president in history to be able to just leave. He could just walk away.
You would never really notice.
That's fine.
That he was gone.
They'll be like, is he in office? They're like, nah, he had it out 2 months
Dude,
ago. Like,
you know how funny it would be if Biden did leave and then he set up the Oval Office like that scene from Home Alone with the cardboard cutout just going
so Michael Jordan.
He's like, he's in there.
Yeah, obviously.
Clearly
he loves the Oval Office. He's working night and day.
Damn, that guy is working hard as hell.
He just goes and spins a lot.
And then they just show Kamala Harris with the fucking things like trying to make it work.
Yeah.
That would be fucking sick, too.
Well, there's also, I mean, obviously the John Hughes shooting, which was, that's where that was in Chicago. It's like a half hour outside of, that's where they shot John Hughes
dude,
movies.
I was like,
because everybody kept saying, everybody kept saying Chicago, and they're like, yo, let's clarify. This is in what was it?
Shermer, Illinois.
Well, I forget what they call it.
Parkland. Or
Yeah.
Parkside. Or
So it's like a half hour, 40 minutes outside of the actual city, which is funny to me because it's like people are like, it's not Chicago. I'm like, yeah, it
Whatever.
is. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's 30 minutes away, but so is the Northeast. It's like fucking, so is Delco. You know what I mean? But whatever. That's horrible, mainly because that kid. Did
you see that guy?
He looks like fucking Master Splinter's son. He looks like a rat, dude. You know what I mean?
He does. He does a very ratty kid.
It's horrible because then you see apparently he was like a SoundCloud kid.
Yeah, he was a
Classic.
rapper that his rap name was The Answer or something like that, or some crap.
AI is gonna take some fucking issue with that.
I think
he's like, no, it ain't. He's not the answer.
The answer is move out of your mom's basement, kid.
Dude, cut your hair.
Get a fucking girlfriend and shut up.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that was wild. But then the thing in Philly happened, and then the next morning I also read in New York there was a shooting.
Yeah, that
same night. So it's like, I get it because these psychos are going to be like, yeah, fireworks, why not? They can cover up the shots.
I'll tell you what, that's like. It's as crazy as it's like, oh, I guess that is a pretty genius thing to do. It's like, yeah, there's stuff just popping off all over the place. I'm just saying, if someone's like, I want to mask
figuring out loud noises, mask bullet shots. Like, yeah, obviously.
There was one. He's writing it down. He's like, and I got it.
He's like, I can't believe no one's ever done this. It's like they have.
They did. They did it in The Departed when French was throwing firecrackers out front.
Dude.
I saw it. I seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, too, because you look at all the threads that go into, the politics and stuff, and it's funny you mentioned The Departed, because I kept thinking, man, when situations like this happen, Jack Nicholson has never been more accurate at the beginning of that movie, because it's like, when you're facing a loaded gun, it's like, none of this shit matters.
Not at all.
None of your fucking opinions matter. And it's like, yeah, I'm just about to get shot, dude. That sucks.
This is not great.
This is not how I wanted to celebrate my independence. I celebrated my independence.
Yeah, how did you celebrate?
I watched fucking Please. I do the same thing every year for the last 3 years. I watch Black Hawk Down,
Great.
Platoon,
Great.
The Patriot,
Great.
and then I'll throw in something crazy. Daddy's Home too. You know, a little wacky. I did finally watch that documentary on Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, in the what is it called? Like Two in the Pink or something?
I cannot. I don't think I have more hatred for someone other than that fucking kid.
I don't know anything about him,
dude.
He looks like he's about to do a shooting. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
he's got one of those. He's got a mass shooter face.
I wasn't a fan of that kid from the jump, but he's like, I have so many haters, and I'm like, from what I can tell, is you talk a lot of shit. Like you started some shit with Eminem. He started some shit with Slipknot.
Wait, Machine Gun Kelly started shit with Slipknot?
Yeah, it's some festival where he went up and like I don't know. I think they were like, "Who the fuck is this kid? Why is he on this festival?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, at least he went on stage. He's like, yeah, you know, it would suck being like a 60-year-old wearing a fucking dumbass mask or something like that." I was like, "Easy, dude. The knot's coming for you,
dude."
I mean, I don't know what the knot could do, but
well, you can tie it around your neck, dude.
Yeah, I don't know much about Slipknot, but.
I mean, what I'm saying is, I don't know much about Machine Gun Kelly, but I do know he's built like a fucking popsicle stick. And Mick Thompson
he's like
break him in half.
Is that the lead singer?
No, that's the guitarist who's 6'9", who's just a huge behemoth of a man.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly's like 7'8", 100 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy
is.
A
piece of linguine.
He's Jack Skellington.
He is a Tim Burton character.
I don't know what he is.
He's a Tim Burton character. But dude, the whole documentary, it's like he talks about how he like grew up rapping, and then he met Travis Barker from Blink-182, and he started getting into it, and he was like, "We're bringing it back. We're bringing the pop punk back." And I'm like, I don't think anybody wants that.
No.
And now all his music is literally like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah,
dude, him playing, that's what he says. So he's like rapping and he's doing all this shit. And then he says in the documentary, he goes, then COVID hit. And I picked up a guitar, and I was like, who gives a shit? He's like, so I start playing my favorite songs, just streaming, you know, like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
He's describing most people during COVID.
Yeah, and then dude, I swear to God, here's his favorite songs he was playing. He's like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Avril Lavigne. I'm like, I'm done with this kid, dude. And it's like, okay, you're making the transition from rapping to whatever, the pop punk. I hate that fucking term, but
it's
you know,
terrible.
Yeah, so that's fine, but also like, what do you mean you're bringing it back? And I don't think it's gone anywhere.
It never went anywhere.
People just don't give a shit about it, right?
I don't know. The way I look at
they're fucking.
The way I look at pop punk is like
rough.
it's like it's always gonna have a fan base because there's always there's always going to be 11, 12, and 13-year-old. Yeah, what the fuck was that called?
I forget, but it was all those bands.
It was
like the pop punk bands,
and everybody
like,
goes for the nostalgic reasons and whatever. But like, I don't know. Machine Gun Kelly doing pop punk is like, it's just retarded. It's like, what? Why would you bother? Be like, you know what?
They showed him rapping, and he was pretty good. I thought.
Yeah, I didn't think he was a bad rapper.
Yeah, I never really heard his shit. So like when they play his rapping, like before he went like full, you know, pop punk, he sounded good. I mean, I'll give him credit. If you're calling out somebody like Eminem, it's like, all right, well I mean, you gotta have some sort of skill to do that. And, you know, he got his ass ate, but, like, whatever. Still went, you know, he took a swing at the champ.
Good for him, man.
But, I don't know.
But you know what you can't do? You can't go... The idea of... Honestly, it makes Eminem look that much more stronger because he went after Eminem. Eminem fucking fucked his ass, and now this guy is like, you know what I'm going to do? Pick up a guitar, start playing Avril Lavigne songs. Yeah. I got to get back.
Eminem beat him into pop punk.
You look so much more weak. Yeah. You have to look at yourself from a grand scale like that. It's like, yeah, I went after fucking Eminem, and I showed him what's what with the rap devil. And then you know what I started thinking? I got to fall back on my roots.
Avril
Lavigne, you know.
Blink. He's a huge Blink.
If he's hanging out with Travis Barker, of course
he's a huge blinker.
He's a huge blinker, dude.
Yeah, dude. And it's so funny because whatever, I mean, that's fine. He said Travis Barker became kind of like a mentor to him, and it's like, well, yeah. I mean, you were the drummer of one of the biggest bands during that era, so it's obvious that you're going to get rid of the rap and go to the pop punk stuff. Here's the thing I don't need. I don't give a shit about your life. It's like, just do it and shut the fuck up. That's my problem with this kid. It's like, dude, he's like, you know, people are just like, I have all these enemies. I go, you doing this is creating more now. Because it's like, dude, here's my thing. I get it. You're making a little documentary about your fucking bullshit, this, that, and the other. But here's the bottom line: no one gives a fuck.
Well, I was just going to
do
ask,
your music.
what is there any like real substance in the documentary that you're like, wow, that's pretty interesting?
No, not one. Actually, yeah, his grandfather fucking ate a shotgun when he was in the army. That was pretty interesting.
Sick.
But other than that, nothing.
Wait,
he's got a kid
Machine Gun Kelly has a kid?
from a previous relationship. That was, I guess, she's in it a lot.
Okay.
Like talking about
How old's the kid?
12, 13.
That's gotta be wild.
Yeah, I mean, if you say it like that,
I mean, no,
Jesus.
it's gotta be wild to be.
A lot of people have 12 and 13 year olds.
No. To be.
Imagine having a kid that age. Jesus
No.
That's got to be nuts. I'm like, you know, it's weird. All of our parents did it.
Yeah, that's true. No, I mean in the way that like imagine being a child, then you look up and your dad's Machine Gun Kelly.
Well,
you're
that's
like, fuck me.
That's actually not the worst part is with her because she's describing like growing up, they never had money, this and that. Like he didn't have much of a family supportive system, this and that. I think him and his ex are on good terms, and he said he's like a worker, and it's like I get it, man. Like that's respectful. Like you grind it out, you got to where you are. But now he's just like, dude, he's jankoed up with like fucking flannels. And I'm like, he looks like a Hot Topic threw up out of his ass.
There's just been like a few pictures I've seen him in. The one that I saw, he was wearing like mum's pearls and like a mesh crop top with pink hair. I was like, dude, I got to be honest with you. Like, I get what you're doing, but what are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing? And it's like you're hiding behind this veil of like your super hot girlfriend. It's insane. Like,
it's just funny she's a failure now too, which is great. She's like
Fox.
Yeah, what's she do?
I don't.
She's like, I don't know if you've seen Transformers 1 and 2. That's the last time I worked. She is hot. Don't get me wrong, but also it's like he's like, I can't believe like I'm with her. I'm like, I don't think that's a hard pull, dude. Like you're really swinging under your fucking skill here.
Sure. But he did pull me. I was like, I'll never.
Hey, she's cute.
I'll never
she
pull
also
Megan
dated
Fox.
that jerk off from 90210 for like 9 years.
Priestley?
No, Brian Austin Green, dude. They were like married.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. They were together for years.
Dude, she was getting the greener peener?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fucking whatever.
She loves wiggers, dude. She is so attracted to wiggers. It is insane. I'm telling you, dude. You just throw a fucking flat brim on, take a shot. Like, what up, girl? I'm about to go pop punk.
Dude, I'll get one dreadlock down the side of it. It's just like, yo.
There's like this whole thing. They make the documentary is not shot bad, but the way of the timeline and the big events of it and like the things that are supposed to be the critical points of it are the lamest shit. They talk about like his drummer got robbed and like his leg got ran over. It was fucked up. It was right before a tour. And they're like, yo, he said he wasn't going to walk for like a year. 2 months later, he's out on that stage drumming. I'm like, well, yeah, he was in a wheelchair. You do sit when you drum. Okay, what's next? He's like, I'm back. And I'm like, no one knows who you are. His name's like fucking Shellhead or something. I don't fucking know.
Shellhead?
I don't know, some fucking dumbass name, like Draws or some bullshit. He's like, I don't know if you've seen PCU. He's the two Daves. What's up, Mersh?
Say, is it Gunner?
Oh, man, that's a PCU.
He's like, we knew it was going to be bad.
This is Moonbeam.
His name's Rook.
There you go.
Rook.
Yeah, not even the strongest piece on the
I was
chessboard.
going to say, they didn't even go for king or
He's like,
something.
I'm pawn. It's like, I'm rule sheet.
They call me Queenie.
I'm rule sheet. I'm the board.
It's like, yeah, we're chess pieces. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. We've been listening to a lot of Avril, so.
So yeah, I mean, dude, I don't listen to the kids.
I've also never heard.
Really, I heard his one album, the Hotel thing, like most of it, and it wasn't horrible. Like as far as rap goes, but also I'm not into that kind of shit where it's like he's flying.
Oh, he's like a fast rap?
Yeah. Well, a lot of his songs, he raps really fast. Which is skillful, but at the same time, I don't give a shit.
I've also been, it's funny you say fast rap. Like, remember when fucking Twist? I was just gonna say, remember that guy when he came out? I was like, whoa, dude, this guy might be.
He holds the world record.
Super famous someday.
Like he literally holds the world record.
I bet he does. And now we don't hear anything from this fucking guy.
I think the Micro Machines guy took him out, dude. He's like, you want a piece of me? Do you want a piece of me?
Dude, if the Micro
He shows up, he's like, let's do that. I always thought, that Micro Machines guy always looked like Mean Gene to me.
He did.
Like
and that was back, honestly, It's funny you
I
mentioned.
wish they were brothers. He was like, seriously?
Dude.
I'm interviewing fucking the biggest wrestlers in the thing. You're talking about mini cars.
Dude, Okerlund shows up on Thanksgiving like,
Oh.
I'm here with my brother Steven, piece of shit.
Loser.
We've got a couple of words for you, Steven. How do you feel talking about toys every weekend when I go and talk to the biggest superstars in the world who could easily shove every micro machine up your dick hole?
He's like, yes, they are clinically retarded.
He's like, I'm going to tell you right now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to come to me. I told Dad yes last week. It's like, whoa, calm down. But that was back in the era in the 90s. It's funny you say he looked like Mean Gene. There were two tropes that everybody, like every company followed with their spokesman. You either looked like Mean Gene, or if you were a kid and they were trying to sell something, it was the Bill and Ted dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the was a huge.
That got
fucking
me.
thing. It got everybody.
Got me
dude.
quick. I'm like, what's that, slime? Whoa. You get it? It's fucking useless. It's like, all right.
I remember there was like commercials you see for like Game Genie,
Oh,
and there'd be
yeah.
dudes like, "Yo, we gotta get to level 15." What? Like, and you're like, "Yeah, you do, dude. I've been
Yeah.
playing this fucking game for years, and I have not got past level 4. What the fuck is this now?"
Yeah,
it's
so-
just selling anything
Yeah. And it's,
is the way to go with that.
yeah, but he's not related to Mean Gene.
That's a bummer.
I looked that up.
That's a
I definitely
bummer,
looked
dude.
that up a while ago. I was like, is that his brother? They don't even look that much alike. Kind of.
But the
I think they were just like kind of half
it's just
balding in the mustache.
balding with the mustache,
Yeah, and they
dude.
were like smaller
And
guys.
You believe that type of, that's like classic ring announcer. There's another one that actually worked for WWF. His name is Fink. Fink looked the same way
As Mean Gene?
as Mean Gene. He was a balding guy with a mustache, and then Mean Gene came in, and then there's also the Micro Machines guy. There's
I mean, dude, you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
no, dude. If you know
Stick
what
to
works,
what works.
it works, dude.
Dude, just a bunch of Gene clones. He comes in, he's
Dude.
like, what the fuck?
If Mean Gene had mean minions, dude, that'd
Yeah.
be fucking wild as fuck. Just like, look at my children.
Look at my brood.
If Mean Gene ripped off his shirt and he had tattoos of everyone's name that he cloned, he's like, this is Michael, this is Steven, this is Jack.
Yeah, some of them like it's like Danny Trejo tattoos. Like one's got a sombrero on. It's like,
That
what
would
the
be
fuck?
crazy to see Mean Gene take his shirt off and have the most ridiculous Mexican gang tattoos. He's like,
Yeah, he's fucking, he's Vineyard, dude. You know, Gene gets out of the fucking shower.
dude, he's like, why did I go to
He's like,
TLO?
adios, mios, mate. Should have never joined the cartoon.
Mean Gene also slipped in a mane every
Yeah,
fucking-
we're here with Randy Savage, mate.
That would be so funny. He's like, sorry, I can't. He's like, well, I can't shed. You can take me out of Guadalajara. but you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
Take the
dude.
Guadalajara out of me.
Ooh, yeah. There's a fucking documentary on I think it's HBO about the Brazilian gang. They're fucking wild.
Which Brazilian gang?
I forget their name. It's long as shit. It's like, you know, it's a very,
It's Brazilian-y.
it's typical. It's got like 8 names, 8 first names, but they're fucked up. I mean, they're brutal. They're fucking brutal. South American and Mexican gangs, dude, when you actually, not even here, it's when you see. Like when you see them like hanging from the bridge overpasses and
dude.
shit. And like, there's that one video this one kid sent me, and I fucking, it will haunt me literally for the rest of my, and you might have seen it. It's when they have 2 rats and the cartel's filming and he's got a chainsaw and he just, he just grazes his throat, the whole thing. And it's like, thank you for sending that to me. 11 a.m. on a Sunday. That's fantastic.
Some things you can never unsee.
I'll never unsee it, dude. It was brutal. And
Doesn't leave you. And I've seen, there's one thing that like I cannot, like when people talk about Mexican gangs or like South American gangs and like their justice, there's one thing I cannot get over is so apparently this guy he ratted on the gang, but he was also like while he was in the gang, he was also like a known, like he would have sex with underage girls and some boys and stuff like that. But like when he was in the gang, everyone's like, all right, whatever.
chill out, man.
But then he rolled on the fucking gang.
Yeah.
Was sent to prison, and then released from prison, and they didn't kill him in prison, which I guess he thought he was going to die, and but like he didn't. So they waited for him to get out, and what they did is they like stoned him through the street and then lit him on fire standing up and like just watched him burn while he was like doing it, and people were like stoned. I was like, man, that's
Wednesday.
A gnarly day.
That's a typical Wednesday noon. Come on.
Looking at the fucking
dude, you go down that way, man, like especially in like all the areas that are heavy cartel.
Yeah.
It's insane when you watch these like documentaries or the true life things, and it's like the shit that these people just see on a regular basis, and they're like, eh.
I could only imagine, man.
And it's like you got to go back to work at like the tire shop. It's like, Jesus Christ.
What was your siesta like? Well, there was a
Hey, did you get lunch? I was gonna, but this guy blew himself up and then lit his parents on fire.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna order something.
This is
off
my
Grubhub.
wife, Carol. We met at the stoning. It was.
I wonder if they have like Grubhub. That would suck.
Grubhub in Mexico.
Being one of those drivers, you got to go all over.
Yeah,
that's not worth it.
It's like, well, I got caught up in that fire.
Yeah,
the guy was on fire.
Also, I gotta imagine the selection is not as great on Grubhub Mexico.
No, probably not.
No, it's like bullets and tacos.
Yeah, every third burger you get has a finger in it. It's like
10% off.
I was gonna say though, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So,
man,
what else is going on?
So speaking of 4th of July and people on fire,
yeah,
there are two things that involve fire because I had talked about the state of affairs in America is pretty hard, but I was like, if there's one thing we can celebrate is the last recipient of the Medal of Honor for World War II was this guy named Woody Wilson. And what he did is he was responsible for the flag being planted at the top of Iwo Jima. That iconic image.
He's like the front guy.
He was one of the no. He didn't plant the flag. He was just responsible for it being planted because when they were pinned down on the side of that mountain, they couldn't go anywhere. So Woody Williams was responsible because he was one of 3 or 4 left flamethrower operators. He was the last one alive. And he went from pillbox to pillbox, burning Japanese soldiers, and saving the lives of 23 other people to plant the flag. I was like, that is fucking amazing. And that's all he did. He was a flamethrower operator, which is bad fucking ass, dude.
Yeah.
That's all you do?
Not much of a lifeline on those
dude,
guys.
The life expectancy of a flamethrower operator in World War II in a live combat situation was 5 minutes or less. That was the life expectancy, which is fucking awesome. And I know
I don't think it's great.
It's pretty fucking cool. And then I always was also wondering, like,
I wish that was that's like almost like after an open mic is done, they can just shoot them. That'd be cool. Some of them. I know Danny's on board watching Philly's Funniest. He's like, there's a couple guys should walk off with the pack on.
Sorry, your life is over.
Sorry, that's set.
Iwo Jima.
Oh, dude. Real quick, I keep laughing. That was funny, that one clip of the fucking kid about to do the thing.
Oh, the stopping.
He just eats it. I know that might be fake, but it's still funny.
There is, like I said, man, there is nothing that makes me laugh harder than ignitions that go immediately wrong. It's the fucking
somebody
funniest thing in the
commented
world.
and said, like, I can't stop laughing thinking about Shane saying it. And I thought somebody edited that video with one of your ignitions on. It was like, ignition. Oh, Jesus. It just goes ahead, takes a header into the fucking wall like an asshole.
Falls over. It's like, you ready for this?
Also, imagine being that kid's dad just walking out like, I told you to mow the fucking lawn. What are you doing with a snake of empty cans? He's like, you're about to see Dad. Ah, Jesus. Just falls over in his garage.
You're going to regret taking me this weekend, Dad.
Dude, it's kind of better that he fell.
Oh, I know.
That's more promising as a father to see your son eat shit doing that as opposed to getting it done.
You don't want to. You don't want to be
like, oh God,
that.
no. You want stomp cans.
Yeah. You don't want your son good at crushing cans like that because then he's going to be like, look, I can do 50 in 1 minute. It's like, that's...
Yeah, why don't you make $50 in an hour?
I was going to say...
Move the fuck out, you asshole.
Hit the books, Jason, you fucking moron.
It's funny if that was in, like, Maryland. And he's like, hey, Dad. It's like, what are you doing?
If he was a dandy.
He's like, Sheriff. But it's in
Hello,
like Connecticut.
father.
Seems like they're not even from the South. He's like, why are you dressed like a cowboy?
He's like, I'm about to get rootin' and bootin'.
Dude.
Dude, you know that kid woke up.
He planned that. That was
like,
his day.
And he's staring in the mirror like, you're
he's going down the steps like,
dude,
warming it
and
up.
you know, he saw those boots at like a fucking thrift store. He's like,
Oh yeah,
look fucking good in those
I bet you got him off like a Woody costume, like like an adult Toy Story costume. They're like
He's like, ooh,
plastic.
you got a friend in me. And put those boots on. He was like, time to
I've
go.
seen dudes that do that, and it is pretty impressive. But it's also like, so what do you do now?
Yeah, you
Which-
don't.
I mean, obviously, those guys got other jobs.
Sure.
That kid looked like he had
No.
like a nice house, and he was like, I'm gonna try this out.
he's like, I know my truth.
Yeah, he's
I know
never
my
strapped on boots.
Nah,
That's
dude.
you know, they're slippery.
Yeah, they are.
I've
They're
never
hard.
worn cowboy boots in my life.
No, not me neither.
I might.
Have you
though.
ever worn cowboy boots before? No.
I couldn't. I don't think I could.
I don't think I could either. They look wildly uncomfortable.
They really do.
They look.
I know.
Like shit.
I know. Obviously, when you wear them in, I'm sure that's
Oh,
like
I
wearing
bet-
like
yeah,
dress
sure,
shoes,
sure,
whatever.
sure.
But like not having laces and like having to like pull
Slip in.
That's I need.
and not
that.
only that, that heel is super thick at the bottom.
Yeah, there's no traction. It's
Yeah.
just wood or something, right? It's made out of like bull horns or something. The fuck?
What do you think?
Made out of like
think
sheep
every
teeth.
every cowboy boot is made from like Oregon Trail shit? What the fuck is
It's
wrong
like,
with
check
you?
out my new sheep teeth.
Yeah, you see this? It's pure bison dick on the bottom. It's pretty sick. What are you talking about?
Bison. Yes. Right now,
Give her the wallet.
this is a good interruption too for this.
I knew it would be worth it. Sorry. I'm happy you're alive.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
She meant because she thought you were the one stomping in that. No, not again.
Ah, man. Woo.
Yeah, I meant to redo this wall. Oh well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
they're made of regular things. Shoes are.
Well,
made
no,
of.
I mean, dude, all joking aside, I do stand by that. There is no fucking way I could like put those on and being like, all right,
Sure.
time to hit the town.
No.
And, you know, no offense to the Southerns with it, but like, you know, if you grew up fucking wearing it, okay, but have they ever tried like a regular sneaker on?
Did you say the Southerns?
The Southerns. That's them. Listen, Southerns.
No offense to the Southerns.
That is
I gotta be honest with you.
collectively-
You sounded so Southern when you said that.
Yeah.
That's the. He's like, no offense to the Southerns or anything.
With their buffalo ass boots.
With your.
Check that out. It's pure buffalo
You
ass.
see this? This is pure snake sack. that's a rattler's ball sack.
You ain't seeing them up there in Philadelphia.
You're not going to see that up in the Northerns. No Northerns are going to be
Sorry,
wearing that.
Northerns.
Sorry,
Keep
Northers.
your New Balances.
Yeah, with your Chuck Taylors or whatever. I've got pure sheep face.
And I know there's people that listen to this that definitely rock cowboy boots, which more power to you
Hey,
because
do it.
honestly, I'm kind of impressed that you can just live a normal life wearing those because I just couldn't.
Dude,
And
I've
if you
also.
like I said though, if you grew up in that culture, obviously it's very natural to
Sure.
be wearing them. You've probably been wearing them forever, but
I've also seen people run in cowboy boots, and I'm like, that seems impossible. That seems impossible.
where at?
Wherever.
Mandalay Bay. A lot of cowboy boots running that night.
Definitely.
Then they're like, I wish I had them New Balances that Northern was talking about.
It's like, what are you wearing? Those fancy Dan laces.
Yeah, they're like laces.
Yeah, dude. It's like seeing laces. Like, what's that witchcraft?
Somebody should go cowboy boots with like air pockets and laces. I guarantee somebody's made like Jordan 1s.
Oh yeah,
snake
they're
skins.
dude. If with the pump on a boot,
Ball. Yeah, but that's the snake sack. If you had like a fucking dude, if you just put like a fucking Razorback's ball sack on a shoe,
just hanging.
yeah, like a fucking giant.
It's like, what
hog
is that? It's like, you see that?
balls.
It's like, fuck, that's a sheep dick on there.
Oh man, that'd be classic.
Dude, that's some classy boots. That's new.
Yeah, but-
that's boot goofing.
I know we were talking about the kid crushing cans, but I I always think of that one episode of Seinfeld too, where he has to wear them because Kramer took all his shoes and he has to wear cowboy boots, and Jerry wears them with like the jeans tucked in. Of course, he wears them not straight. He wears them gay as shit. But
you got to do it.
But that's the thing. It's like I wonder how I would go. Like, are you a dickhead if you don't tuck in?
I do not understand.
I think it depends on the hoedown you're going to.
They're
Is this a cash hoe? What are we talking? Tucked or untucked? That's what I think the rules are.
Business casual hoedown.
Like wedding, you have to go over.
You got to go over.
Yeah, you can't be flaunting those.
I think you have to go. I thought the whole point of a cowboy boot was to go.
Well, some of them tuck in.
I thought
like
the whole point was to be tucked in.
I think
so
they
you
have
don't-
to if they're like biking, because they would get caught in the chain.
I don't.
They gotta roll
Seeing
off their jeans.
cowboy boots on a bicycle would be the most unnerving thing I think
Hell
I've
yeah,
ever
dude.
seen. But like also with like on a mountain bike.
Yeah, it's like the Tour
but
de
it's
San
like- but
Antonio.
It's also like tucked into your fucking
Yeah. You know, bikers at the tuck.
yeah,
or what?
the tuck, dude. But it's also with the clips on the pedal.
Well, a lot of them too. It's like they'll wear cowboy boots with like nice pants,
Sure.
so you can't tuck them in, obviously. But when
No.
it comes to dungarees,
I thought
that's
the
where
jeans you just drape over, right?
I think some people might tuck the flaunt. That's like tucking behind tongue with Jordans. It's like let them see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're paying $140 for these shoes.
I also
Boots are
know-
expensive as fuck. Cowboy boots.
Really?
Holy fuck yeah, dude! Some are like $300-400 fucking dollars.
What?
Easily, dudes, and the cowboy and the hats. The hats and the boots.
I know the hats were
mean,
expensive.
dude,
I heard about that, but I never.
The Cowboys are missing out because they don't have what Nike has. They need slave wager, dude. Get some fucking 8-year-old Vietnamese to start pumping them shit kickers out, and you could lower the price a little.
Yeah, man.
That's why Jordan's pumping out.
I didn't know that cowboy boots were that. I knew boots were like relatively
No,
expensive.
dude. Well, I mean, dude, obviously, I'm sure there's some that are moderately priced, but there's a lot like really fucking expensive. Because we
I
went
did
to
not know
my
that.
parents brought us to what's that Cowtown over in Jersey,
Yeah,
Cowtown Rodeo.
Yeah.
We're like, this sucks. Right up the bat, I was like, this is the dumbest shit ever. My dad's walking us through the gift shop. I remember being like 9. I was like, never. When you're a kid and you go somewhere new, you definitely just want him to
of
buy you
course.
something or your parents to get you something. First and only place where I've gone, and I know if I went back, I was like, I don't want any of this shit.
man.
My dad's like, look at that, huh? That's sharp. Like a hat on my head. I'm like, what am I going to do with this fucking
Dude,
thing?
you with a bolo tie.
I wanted to go 10-gallon, dude.
Dude, huge.
Like Buster Scruggs, dude.
That would
Just
be
come out
so
all
funny.
white.
That would be the fucking best, dude.
But I remember, I do remember pricing on a lot of them, and it's like, Jesus.
The boots I didn't. I guess
Boots
I
are
should
very
have known
expensive.
that.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know why I
if
didn't.
they're handcrafted and the work that goes into them are
Yeah.
really fucking expensive.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Same thing with the hats.
Hats I knew because I've seen. You know what? It's because I've seen weird like YouTube videos of people making the hats. I'm like, man, that takes forever to make
Yeah.
those fucking things.
See, I'd be like Don Johnson and Harley Davidson Marlboro Man. I'd just keep duct taping my boots.
yeah. Oh man, if you can't duck it, fuck it. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
My dad had a pair of cowboy boots that was totally ducked, dude.
was the one just that fucking guy on the stilts.
The baby shoe guy.
Dude, shout out to whoever put that video up with the dude on the stilts with the tiny doll shoes on. I was howling when they focused in, and it was legit. I thought it was just like the pegs.
No,
it was legitimate toy shoes, and I just pictured your
With the
dad coming out like pretty sharp.
Velcro shoes.
Because, dude, it drives me nuts that your dad didn't opt. Like,
Dude,
he
there's
should have
a-
went like
I-
size 4 on the one. shoe.
I
It's like, what's
once
going on?
told him, I think I was in 11th grade, and I was at, I was at Pocono Raceway, and they had like this stupid like kiosk selling all this crap. They were selling cowboy boots as well up there, and I remember,
Okay, I'll check it
I'll
out.
tell you this,
Fuck. Just so you know.
I remember
on your radar.
they had like what the fuck was it? They had a fucking hook arm that was like somebody made it, and it was like a fucking like weird like almost like steampunk like prosthetic.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's
pretty
fucking
sick.
cool.
Like
and
the
I
Terminator without the skin?
basically
Yeah.
for the most part. And I remember going home and I was like, Dad, you are missing out.
He
on a
should have went
fucking
Terminator leg.
Crazy opportunity to like just have something fucking ridiculous. And he was just like, why would I fucking do that, man? Like, what are you fucking talking about? He's like, Rod, get the fuck out of here. I was like, no.
AK-47,
Dude,
like
I
Rose
was like,
McGowan.
how crazy would it be if you had a gun for a foot?
Yeah.
He was like, that.
It would have been funny if it was just like a 22 but flat.
Yeah.
It's just like walking like a flip flop. But like,
But
no,
my dad wouldn't do that. He'd have like crossbow taped to his leg. Like,
But it'd be like a kid's camp bow and arrow, like one of the first ones. Not even like the Rambo ones.
no.
It's like this is the very basic.
But it's like sticking out super hard through his fucking jeans, just like poking out. And just like, hey, don't look at that.
Dude, speaking of broken legs, dude, I also watched Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor.
You never seen that with Mark Wahlberg?
No.
It's about the SEAL team that went in to get a couple of Ben Laden's guys, and they got stuck on a mountain.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Wahlberg,
yeah.
Ben Foster.
Yeah. Oh, the Foster.
And he got saved because the one, the people that found Wahlberg, or the guy he was playing, they have a tradition of like, it's like 2,000 years in their culture. Like if they're getting chased by an enemy of theirs, that means they're going to support you. So Wahlberg was getting chased by ISIS, or Taliban. So these people were like, yeah, Taliban is our enemies too. We will take care of you. Oh. And the only reason he didn't get his head chopped off is because these guys came out and were like, because they got him. Taliban got Wahlberg.
Yeah. Okay.
They're about to chop his head off, and he shot like an AK. He was like, get the fuck out. And they're like, yo. And that guy, like, that takes a huge risk, because then Wahlberg just gets on a helicopter. He's like, all right, dude, good luck.
Later, buddy.
The Taliban coming back, which they will.
They definitely.
But I mean, I don't know. The story I've heard a lot of people get mad about. I don't know why. I don't really give a shit. But man, when they set off in the beginning and they know they have to fight, because he looks and he sees this big bridge and there's like fucking 60 of them up there. They're like, all right, well, we're about to fucking get into it. Man, and my one buddy is he isn't a SEAL, but he was like what was the other one? Ranger.
Oh, okay.
And he was telling me they do it a few times in that. The way they shoot, it's like 2 to make sure you're dead, 1 in the head, 1 in the heart.
Yeah, I thought it was like 2 and then 1.
It's usually 1 in the head, 1 to the heart. Because it's like, if the 1 in the head doesn't kill you, the 1 in the heart's going to give you a pain in the ass, dude. It's like, whoa, dude.
That's
it's like,
sick.
It's like, what do you mean 1 in the head doesn't kill you? And then you start thinking, he was like, there's a lot of places you can get shot in the head and not die.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, the one dude in Lone Survivor is like, they shoot me in the fucking head? And they're like, yeah, he did. He's like, God damn it. He's got like a dent in the back.
That
of
would
his
be
head.
awesome.
But dude, the only reason I bring that up is because obviously I'm watching it on 4th of July, but they do this fucking fall down. And he was on Rogan talking about this story years ago, a few years back when the movie came out. Dude, when they fall down the mountain, like running from the top, dude, it is brutal.
So wait, did Wahlberg really do the stunt?
No, no one could do that stunt. You would legitimately, I don't know how they did it. Obviously CGI'd somehow, but you would break your leg or die immediately. I mean, you're talking sharp, and I'm talking couple, like 100 feet down this rigid fucking.
Yeah.
Because they had no room. They backed them up to basically a cliff, and they were like, fuck it. You just swan out.
Dude, there was only one movie I've ever seen where like the stunt guy was doing a fall down a hill, and it was actually a guy, but I remember thinking like, dude, there's no way that guy, that stunt man is getting up and be like, you know what, that was good controlled fall. You ever seen The Rundown?
With The Rock?
With The Rock and Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott, yeah.
There's a scene in it where Sean William Scott gets thrown down the side of a hill, and it's a good like half a minute or more of him falling, and it's a stuntman just like hitting, literally. It's on like Plinko chip, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of like
fucking wild.
In Lone Survivor, when they show there's like 3 or 4 of the guys that fall down the hill or off the cliff. It's like replace that grassy hill that Farley went down in Black Sheep with very sharp, rigid rocks.
Yeah,
that's about the distance they went down. Dude, they just hit, and it's like, how the fuck are you even alive, dude? I mean, they took a beating, so shout out. And I watched Zero Dark 30.
Yeah. I watch Rocky 4 on Independence Day. I watch Rocky 4, and I watch Saving Private Ryan.
That's a good one to
then
watch.
I watch Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, I just saw they put that up.
Yeah. Because they put it. I was like, I gotta watch another guy. I was like, God love you, Wang. And then I watched The Rock.
Okay.
With fucking Nicolas Cage and
I thought you meant it was just like a fucking home camera of Dwayne Johnson. You're like, I'm watching him.
It's like, I do not trust this guy.
And like with Sean Connery, you're like, yeah. And Nick Cage, that's it.
Sure, yes.
Did you watch his new movie?
Who?
Nick Cage's?
Oh, you were talking about. I did not watch it.
Yeah.
You said
It's not really.
Yeah. No.
I mean, he's a nut job in it, which is great. But then, like I said, dude, like Tiffany Haddish and the other dude fucking ruin that. It sucks.
Really?
Yeah, because they're like trying to be like funny and goofy. It's like, dude, if they were serious and Nick Cage was the only one just being Nick Cage, it would have been great.
Another movie I watched 2 days ago, 2 days ago, Mad God. It's on Shudder right now. It's a stop motion movie directed and made by Phil Tippett, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. But there's one scene that sticks out because I had posted on Instagram, like, if you haven't seen this movie, definitely watch it. And somebody posted about it, was like, yo, that scene where the Minotaur's getting a hand job in the back alley, I was dying. There is a scene. So it's like basically a nightmare.
Did you tell Zach about this yet?
I'm pretty sure Zach knows all about this fucking movie.
You two psychos, dude. I'd be terrified of a group chat of the movies you guys discuss. Like, you seen that Minotaur hand?
Dude, the Minotaur.
Just two bunnies going at
the back alley
and I'm not
Minotaur.
talking about the animals. Talking about two retards.
You seen them brains come out of that dick? Also, I got Minotaur dick shoe boots.
Oh, dude.
Dude, Minotaur dick?
Minotaur's boots would be... You're the ultimate rodeo guy.
You wonder if any cowboy's ever done that where someone's like, yeah, these are pure, like, buffalo hide. And it's like, yeah, well, these are, elk. These are elk skins. Like, yo, I'm Minotaur dick boot. What do you got?
Lined with Phoenix. It's rising.
Yeah, these are the...
He's like, I got mermaid skin boots.
Lined with Phoenix. Yeah, it's rising.
It sounds good when you say it, but it makes no sense.
It's like, yeah, it's like Phoenix.
It's like your lining's rising. That doesn't sound good.
It's like, no,
He's like, no, poor quality.
It actually hurt. It burns.
Just don't ever use Phoenix.
I don't know if you know, Phoenix is fire, and it is not great.
Okay, so anyway, back to this.
So the movie, it's like, it's stop motion animation. There's no dialogue, and it is, if you're into just the aesthetics of a movie that looks almost like borderline music video with no music, it is fucking awesome. It's honestly a great movie, and it'll probably get shitty reviews because there is no dialogue. There is no real. There's a point to the movie. There is an arc, but it's not. There's nothing really going. It's like a nightmare. You're like watching someone's bad dream.
Yeah, like oddly enough, Tiffany Haddish is in it. It's like she's in everything.
They put her in everything.
She is literally in every.
She's trying to be
movie.
goofy. Can't make it work. She tried to eat the Minotaur's ass. Did not take. What are we at?
50 deuce.
Dude, 50, dude.
What do you got coming up? Anything good?
Just that show we're doing the 14th.
What show? What show is this? 14th.
Yeah, we're doing that show.
When's the 14th?
The next one.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Oh, duh. Up in Ben Salem.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesus. Give me a look. I mean,
you're remembering the same day.
I just got
of what?
I just got nervous because, well, if you're watching it now, I'm down in Timonium, which is also got to be like the biggest challenge for people from Baltimore and Philly to say. It's like, how Philly are you? It's like, well, say Timonium. I'm like,
Timonium.
Yeah, Timonium, dude.
Timonium.
I got boots made of Timonium.
It's
Timonium,
dude. It's gonna be Pantimonium.
But I'm down there with Shane, and in my head I was like, wait, isn't this weekend the 14th? So I got nervous there. But next one, yeah, Ben Salem. Oh, it's sold out. Sorry, you can't come anyway. So fuck off. But
it'll be good.
Yeah, next month I heard Dave, who runs the show, has Ian coming down.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. So check that out. Sunday I'll be at Punchline.
Are you doing the All-Star Roundup?
No,
thing?
They have a new show. It's not been done before. It's called The Dirty Show. Asking me, it was like a kick to the dick. I was like, what? A what? They're like, a dirty show. I was like, sounds familiar.
Who else is on that lineup there?
I think it's just me.
Yeah, sounds great.
No, I'm joking. No, it'll be good. It's like me and Lemaire. I think Drew Montana. Yeah. You got Danny, dude. Danny walked in talking like this. I was like, what are you fucking hanging out with Lemaire? It'd be funny if Danny's hands just got really small, stubby, and black.
Dude,
I'm like, whoa, dude. You got Lemaire hands.
Dude, Lemaire disease would be fucking so funny. It's like, what happened? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know if he's hosting this weekend. I don't know who is, but I think I've talked about it on here before, and we'll get out on this and go to Patreon, but Lemaire hosting is so fucking funny. And it's, I mean, not in like a good way. I mean, for us.
Yeah, sure.
He's fine. Like his material, he does fine up there. His problem is, and he'll laugh about it because it's the weirdest. It's like me because I can't whisper. I go deaf. It's just, he's got this weird thing where it's like when he brings people up, he turns it into like you just won the fucking showcase showdown. He's like, from your fucked up podcast, please like it's Brian Six. I'm like, what the fuck was that? What was that? He's like, it's Shane Gillis. I'm like, what? And he's like, sorry. It's the weirdest thing, but I mean, for us, it's sorry. It's the weirdest fucking thing. If you had the chance to see Lemaire host, I don't know if he does it for anybody else, but man, it is funny because he does great.
It's fun,
it reminds me of me.
Yeah,
whisper.
The worst part is now that you said that, I will not see it. I will not hear it.
Not see it anyway.
That's the whole thing.
I didn't need to tell you that. That's how obvious it is. It's like a weird. Great. He just turns into Bob Barker immediately, or not Bob, the
other guy,
the pederast in the booth.
Yeah, that guy. What happened to that guy?
He's down fucking Epstein Island, dude.
Dude, that guy was.
What was his name? Hank or
I don't remember, but he dressed like Gary Glitter. It was a very weird.
Think about it. Think about it.
He's like,
this was used in an 8-year-old's ass. That Rod. That motherfucker, I knew when I was 8 years old,
Rod.
being home, sick from school, watching reruns of that show. I was like, that dude, that's the guy that everyone warns us about in elementary school. Dude. It's like, he could pull up and be like, hey,
give it up for Allison. Come on down. And I hope your son is asleep.
Is your mom still a heavy sleeper? Yeah, dude. Rod, there's no doubt in my mind that guy was a pederast and probably organized for Epstein.
Wow.
I also saw, we'll get out on this, I did see one of the funniest memes with Giselle because she got 20 years. Ghislaine.
That's also funny that her name is Ghislaine.
Yeah, she's about to get Ghislaine. She's getting, that's the block she's on.
Dude, life in the Ghislaine, dude.
Life in the Ghislaine.
Sure to make you blow a kid.
She's somebody put a meme up and it was her. It was like her birthday was like May 8th, 1962, and it's sometime next week. Because that's just gonna happen.
It can't.
Shout out War Mode.
Yeah.
That's coming, dude.
If it does, it's gonna be like that same thing where like JFK died. Wait, Bobby died?
Yeah. They're like, wait, how did Ghislaine die? They're like, here's the thing: the cameras somehow were off. I'm like, what?
She was put on suicide watch.
It was weird because Hillary Clinton was a mile away visiting.
It was weird.
Yeah, she's like Leon the Professional. She's like Danny Aiello in The Professional.
Oh my God.
She's just giving out hits, dude.
She's like, get it through your head. Oh, fuck.
Hillary is Think About It would rule.
Oh,
dude.
my God.
Bringing him back into things. She's like, look at this, huh?
You see this?
Fucking faggots. All right. Let's go to fucking.
Oh, fuck.
Touch it.